Hi everyone, happy International Women's Day. We just finished celebrating that. I know there was a lot of noise and information out there about women's health, but today I wanted to speak a little bit about sleep. So March 15th, which is also my birthday, is World Sleep Day. And sleep has been a topic that I've just been really passionate about. I feel that it's something that we often forget about. We think that it's, perhaps just an activity that wastes our time, or, we try to run on as little sleep as possible. As a nutritionist myself, I think at the beginning I didn't pay very much attention to it. I focused a lot on nutrients, on foods, how we're eating, food sources, and all of that is really important. But sleep is, I found, really a missing factor in our lifestyle. And just some fun facts about sleep. So if we are getting just 1 hour less of sleep, our immune cells drop significantly. If we are having 5 nights of sleep where we're sleeping around 6 hours of sleep a night, just 5 nights of that cuts our immune system cells in half. So sleep is really important for immunity. It's really important for the brain. So as you know, when you're not sleeping well, or when you haven't had a good night's rest, you're likely experiencing some brain fog. You might be making some poor decisions, or you feel that you might not be as sharp as possible, or in general. And we're generally also reaching for those sugary foods to give us a boost. So it affects our minds, it affects our hunger levels, and also the types of foods that we're reaching for when we don't have enough sleep. And it also affects our hormones. So as hormonal health is not just for women, but also men. We all need to be taking care of our hormonal health. So for sleep, I get a lot of questions about, not being able to fall asleep or waking up in the middle of the night, what to do there. And so I think I'll just touch very briefly on these two big kind of issues of not being able to fall asleep. So sometimes when we're not able to fall asleep, it could be various factors. Melatonin, I found, has been a big one. So because we often spend a lot of the times indoors, we're at the office or we're at home working, so we're not getting enough sunlight. This affects our melatonin production, and it also affects also blue light. So when we're at home, still at work on the computers, or when we're scrolling on our phone or watching television, then this affects the melatonin release. And so both of these, sunlight and prolonged kind of time on our phones, prolonged use of phones, and just being in contact with the blue light will affect the melatonin release. So melatonin, it is a supplement that I do use, although it's not really my first choice of supplements if you're going to be finding a sleep aid. Magnesium is usually one that I would go for first. So with magnesium, it just helps calm our system. A lot of the times we're just so high strung, our minds can't shut off, and so magnesium is just a great starter to help you into that sleep mode. And after magnesium, if you can't, if you're still finding yourself not able to shut down, GABA is a really, really great supplement just to help bring your mind to that state of like alpha beta wave. So almost like you're meditating. And this is why meditation is really important. So of course, with your supplements, you want to have really good sleep hygiene, which means turning off your phone, sleeping in a dark room, making sure you're not, drinking a glass of water right before bedtime. You want to drink it earlier in the evening, and all of this will help. But in terms of supplements, just because I do get asked a lot about, should I be taking melatonin? Melatonin is probably my second supplement after after magnesium. To try, and you can start with a very low dose, like 1 milligram, and see if that helps you go into a deeper state of sleep. So we could all be sleeping maybe 7 hours, 8 hours, but we might not be going through all the stages of sleep. And so we have light sleep, we have our REM sleep. So REM is when we're processing the day's emotions. So this is also really important. But what happens is if we're always in REM, so if we're dreaming a lot, this is also not a good thing. And we want to also get into our deep sleep. And deep stage 4 sleep is when our body is restoring and regenerating. And this, of course, is also extremely, extremely important for healing. So I use melatonin to get myself into that deep sleep, because I do use the Aura Ring, and I see that my deep sleep happens predominantly at the beginning of the night, and it's harder for me to get into the stage 4 sleep by 3-4 a.m. I'm mainly in the REM and then the light sleep. I feel like when I need that restorative sleep, I use a little bit of melatonin to kind of help hack my cycle so that I get more stage 4 sleep. So that's where melatonin is great. Also, if you're traveling, it's really, really good for jet lag and just resetting your circadian rhythm. But otherwise, magnesium, things like lemon balm tea, chamomile tea to help calm your system before sleep is great. And then if you have like racing mind, then GABA is a really great one, and also L-theanine. So that's just a little bit of my take on supplements and sleep. And of course, as I mentioned, sleep hygiene. When you're drinking your last cup of coffee or caffeinated drink, when you're exercising, these all affect your sleep. So make sure that you're sleeping in a dark room and a cooler room, so our body temperature naturally drops when we go to sleep, because that's when actually your best sleep happens, when it's in a cooler environment. So just some things to be mindful of. Happy Sleep Day on March 15th, and I hope that you will all be well rested and restored for the rest of the year.